DHT blocker isn't going to grow your hair, but it's going to stop the hair loss.
Is this kind of patch hair loss usually associated with stress?
Almost 40% of my clients are under 30.
How did you decide to do this? Like, why did you get into this for personal reasons too?
I had a lot of stress in my early 30s, like just a lot of stress, personal life.
Young. So
so I did not really I don't think I had the menopausal hair loss, obviously, in my early 30s. I had stress-related hair loss. I had like literally rectangular patches, big rectangular patches.
Now that is interesting. So can I ask you a question then? Is this kind of patch hair loss usually associated with stress versus postmenopausal hair?
That's a great question. So, female pattern loss, which happens to most women over 35, it generally is an overall thinning of the hair, and it starts in the midline and it starts all over. However, the hair loss which has receding temples, it is slightly more DHT related and more stress related. So
I think that's what happened to me.
So most women have combination. Like I don't think in today's day and age we're going to be hard pressed to find men and women who don't have stress in their lives.
Right.
And I've been in the industry for 15 years. A very interesting thing that's going on is the average age of my clients is going down year after year. I started selling light therapy caps in 2012, and back then almost 80% of all our clients were women and men in their 40s, sometimes in their late 30s, like women and men who are very much in the like, they know what to do. Right now, I would say almost 40% of my clients are under 30. Like 22-year-olds, 24-year-olds, they have so much life stress, school stress, they are in grad school or they are starting out their first jobs, and they are not on the whole program, but they're on a few things here and there, and they are getting very good results. And it's because you have hereditary hair loss and then you have lifestyle hair loss. And in today's world, everybody has both. So what's happening is there's an early onset of genetic hair loss because of lifestyle, if that makes sense.
It does. Well, this is also what I was saying before. Now, the other thing that I don't know if I read off to everybody is that there's adaptogens in there. So because of what you're saying, like lifestyle stress, and it's affecting all of us. I mean, we're living in a world that's very polluted and very toxic. Some of our genealogy is more able to adapt, if you will, and some of us, it's harder. So I mean, I just think it's a sign. It's literally a sign of the times.
It is. And all things being equal, even the soil has lost its nutritional value to up to 20%. So even if somebody was doing everything exactly like 40 years ago, had no stress, no work, like everything, their life was perfect, and they were eating whole foods and organic foods, they would still be less nourished.
Right. Now, because the nutrient deficient soil.
Yes. So what we try to do is, it is obviously impossible for all of us to live in a vacuum with no stress, where we have the perfect food, where all we did was cooking all day for our hair, for our lungs, for our heart. So what we try to do is, we try to top up the nutrition in your body. That's what supplements do. And I was extremely passionate about creating an affordable line. Like a lot of our mutual friends are on the HairSmart pill, and with this one bottle of pills, you can get your multivitamins, you can get your adaptogens. Like most women who are into yoga and health, like how many of our friends, they are on ashwagandha separately, they are on curcumin separately, like turmeric, they are taking iron, zinc, magnesium supplements separately, they're taking a D, they're taking a multivitamin, and then they're taking biotin for hair, skin and nails. So it has everything in one except for vitamin D, because it would be a huge bottle. But so I really did want to create something that was a powerful supplement, so you didn't have to take 6-7 pills every day and save a lot of money. So that's one of my favorite products. And obviously the red light cap, it works everywhere. Like, I tore my ligament almost like 5 or 6 summers ago, and I kept it kept spraining on me, my right ankle. And
see, now I got to use it on my left ankle. I totally forgot that.
I used the cap on my right ankle because the science of red light therapy is very proven.
Yeah.
What it does is it rejuvenates your cells, it improves blood circulation. So all our body is made up of cells. So what it's going to do is it's going to create a better functioning cell out of an aging cell. So if you put it on the hair, your hair follicle is going to function better. So everything starts to function better.
Right.
So and it's also really good because if you think about it at a very high level, there's only two sources of energy for all living beings: food and light. So what's happening is we are undernourished and overstressed, so we don't have enough food going in our body. So we have the supplements for that and the topicals for that. It's all nourishment.
Right.
That is food. And then you have light energy.
Right.
So you are growing hair by getting two sources of food for your hair: through the food, topical, and through the blood and through the light energy.
Right.
So that's why it works. A lot of people ask me, I have this problem going on, I have that problem going on, will it work for me? I'm like, it will, because we are hitting your hair with local nutrition.
Right.
So
even if you're hitting it from the inside out and the outside in.
Yes. So some are like, I lost my hair because of COVID, or I lost my hair because I had a traumatic event in my life, or because of I had a baby, or I went through chemo. So regardless of the cause of hair loss, we are saturating your hair.
Right, we can rebuild you.
We are rebuilding
we are
cells.
rebuilding
It didn't matter who hit you, we're still going to rebuild you.
Yeah.
So that's the science.
So cool. Yay.
That was awesome.
Yay. Okay, so you mentioned that like some of the younger generation, the people that are experiencing this hair loss. I mean, because what I had said before was, wouldn't it have been great if at 40, before I really started losing my hair, if I had started using these? But what I think I heard you say was that some of these younger, I'm calling them kids, younger generation, people in their 30s, are actually losing their hair. It's not like they're preemptively trying to grow their hair.
First of all, you are an outlier in terms of health. You are extremely healthy. You really have taken care of yourself.
Right, and still, I'm just like everybody else, right?
But you had hair loss at a much later age. Most women start to exhibit hair thinning in their 30s, because most women don't have the extremely overall holistic healthy lifestyle that you have.
Oh, okay.
So in general, women will start experiencing hair loss in their 30s and 40s. You experience it in your 50s. But now it's even younger because of the lifestyle and all the chemicals and all the pollution and the environment and the undernourishment. It's like a concoction of all these things
the perfect
that we
storm.
call lifestyle. Yeah.
So then, I mean, I know for me, I need the whole kitchen sink in my 50s, right? So I need the nutritional value. What do you think is the most important thing, let's say for somebody in their 30s who's younger and experience it? Does everybody need the same thing?
Let me break it down for you. So we have a shampoo and a conditioner, and people ask me this all the time: does the shampoo and the conditioner grow hair? And I believe in complete honesty in running a very ethical show here. A shampoo and a conditioner is not going to grow hair. What it does is it helps in the management of your hair, the appearance, the look and the feel, and keeping your scalp healthy. A healthy scalp has a little role to play in hair loss and hair growth, not a whole lot. So we have this herb called Anantmul, which is a really powerful Ayurvedic herb that's whole job is to maintain scalp health, to cool it down, to maintain pH balance and all of that, which is why people love our shampoo. It's got a very nice soothing impact on them. But a shampoo and a conditioner is just that, a shampoo and a conditioner. It's really going to help you feel differently because it's that instant gratification. You feel good, your hair smells good. I love our shampoo and conditioner. It's really very nourishing, very moisturizing. But if somebody was like, give me like the basics, what do you need to prevent hair loss and to grow hair? So you really need the DHT blocker, regardless of what age you are, how old you are, or whether you're a man or a woman, because
if somebody's like on a budget and they're like, I just need help me, so then start with DHT blocker.
It's the idea is if you want to fill a drain, you use the kitchen sink example. If you want to fill the kitchen sink with water, you have to
plug the drain.
So the DHT blocker isn't going to grow your hair, but it's going to stop the hair loss. So if you are a young person starting out with little to no hair loss, and you want to stay that way and save thousands and thousands of dollars, stay on the DHT blocker and get the nourishment vitamin. Because with one pill you are just preventing hair loss, and with the other you are nourishing your whole body and your hair and skin and nails with nutrition that you're 100% not getting. So if you are a younger person and you don't have the investment capacity to invest in a laser cap, just get these two and you're sorted. But this is a lifestyle. You have to be on these pills because your body is aging, your life has the stress, and so it's a lifestyle.
Well, and I don't know about most people, but like to your point, we're in a generation where a lot of people take a lot of things. And so, this is really not that many things. It's like, a couple pills a day, 4 pills a day, basically.
Yeah, so you have 2 bottles. One is for prevention of hair loss. The other is for nourishment, density, thickness, wellness. So if you are somebody with very little hair loss, you're sorted. But if you need active hair growth, you need the cap.
Right, you got to get your grow light.
Because you need to stimulate the hair follicles. Think about your cells like a hybrid car. You are taking the food in through the supplements and all of that. But now if you turn on another source of fuel and it's rejuvenating your hair follicles, because everything you're taking in the body is going to go everywhere and your hair. But now you add another source of energy, light energy, which is proven to regrow hair, which is clinical. So I would say if you were on a budget, do the protect and the nutrition. And if you have the investment potential, just go for the cap. It is single-handedly the best investment. Like for me, I've had my laser cap since 2012 and we are in 24. And I was in my 30s then, I'm in my 40s now. And obviously there'll be months or weeks, sometimes I'll miss it. But overall, I've stayed on it. And it's really cheap when you look at it. Like you will save thousands and thousands of dollars that you'll spend in so many different things. And it's one of those things, you're buying like a machine to grow hair at home. So it might come up as like, oh, this is expensive, but it's really cheap.
Right, but long term.
Because the alternative is people get a transplant, or they start to get all these invasive procedures, or they are getting more and more expensive haircuts, or like they're camouflaging. On an average, Marni, people with hair loss and hair thinning, they spend close to $200 a month on their hair.
Oh my gosh.
Some way, shape or form. Because they just feel like they have to do something, but you spend all that money, but you don't spend it on the right thing. So that's it. And then obviously, so those are like my stripped down version for people on a budget. And then the shampoo and conditioner is amazing. You're going to replace your existing ones anyway, so it's not like you're doing something extra.
Right. Exactly.
And the serum happens to be your favorite product, and it happens to be our second bestseller. Like, it's amazing. The DHT blocker.
I'm sure because it
smells so good. So the serum is amazing. Women love it. I like the serum because I have like straight hair. A lot of my friends with curly hair, they swear by the oil.
That's so funny.
Because people with curly hair, they need more moisture.
Right, that's what I was saying.
And I like the serum. So that's the product line.
Well, there you have it. I love it. Yay!
Thank you. No, thank you so much. I think, especially in the yoga community, especially in the holistic, health-oriented community, I feel that we take such good care of our bodies. But one of the issues that we have is we have this embarrassment or the stigma around speaking up for hair. We just think like we're just gonna like a lot of women suffer in silence, which is what kills me. Everywhere I go, I see women who need help, but obviously I'm not going to bring it up. It's true.
Oh no, I mean I do. I don't know that I felt. I'm trying to think because I feel like, like in the last several years, the idea of like, I always have my hair that goes this way. But what I noticed is if I flipped it the other way, it was a little less loss over here. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be a hair flipper now. You know, but I'm not. I'm still doing it the same way.
And that's exactly what I'm doing today, because I haven't washed my hair in 4 days. I generally wash my hair once a week, which is, by the way, a great tip. Go longer between washes, your scalp will heal itself. And normally I keep it like this, but I am conscious about even though I'm the CEO of the company and even though I'm treating my hair loss, I still think I have hair thinning, and I'm embarrassed about this side. So for this video, I flipped my hair.
Oh my God,
that's do it. Yeah,
so funny. Yeah. But so in that hair flip, what was the other thing I was going to say? The hair loss, feeling embarrassed about it. I guess I didn't feel like, because I do feel like some people are just like so, you know, if I was like totally bald.
I think more than embarrassed, Marni, I think there is a sense of pride that I have felt.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, with men, you can just see that they have hair loss. So after a point, they cannot deny it.
Oh, I know what I was going to say to you. Yeah, keep going. Remind me to say about the show. There was a show, Frankie and Grace and Frankie. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I love that show.
Well, do you remember the first episode?
Remind me.
So the first episode is Jane Fonda. I can't remember. The first episode has so much in it. She's married to Martin Sheen, but he basically they're going to get a divorce, something like that. And she comes into her gorgeous bathroom where there's like a mirror, and she's still beautiful, older woman, but beautiful. And she starts taking off one part of her basically at a time, you know, the fake eyelashes. And then what came off of her were all like these inserts of like extensions. And by the way, I have friends like in the last 10 years, so like in their late 40s. I didn't know, I mean, they're very good, but they literally had these extensions that I was like, oh my God, all these people are wearing them. So to your point, like, so people are feeling it, and that, but you don't have to. You don't have, I mean...
Yeah, you know, it's a combination of many things. I don't exactly know if it's just one emotion. Different people feel differently about these things. But it's an overall concoction. Maybe you tried something off the internet, didn't work. That's a big reason why. A lot of times it's mostly just, it's a weird topic. Like, think about it.
Yeah.
People feel more safe talking about the politics or overall was it a good yoga class or even supplements, but nobody really wants to talk about hair loss. Like, I went to this amazing gala on beautiful women, and everybody wants gorgeous hair, but nobody's going to talk about it. Like, you just don't talk about your weight issues.
It's usually very shallow. I mean, you know, it's like people getting laser hair removal, or, you know, whatever this thing is everybody's doing to their eyebrow.
Botox? No.
Not just Botox.
Brow lift?
No.
Micropigmentation, like the tattoo.
Yeah, microblading. There you go. So people do all these different things. And the thing is that this is going to grow your hair, and you're going to have like this outer, more youthful experience, but it's
both trying to make
it more healthy.
As basically, it's great to do self-care. I mean, most of us are moms, and we put ourselves last. And I think whenever we think about doing something for ourselves, which we think is vain, like you used the word yourself, that you are vain, you're not vain. And that is the big stigma that we need to break. Wanting to look good, wanting to feel good has nothing to do with vanity. It has everything to do with self-care. It has everything to do with how we feel when we look in the mirror. So I know that if I have a little bit of lipstick on, or if I have a nice outfit on, I feel better. Doesn't mean I'm vain. I think we all want to feel a sense of well-being.
Well, and because we're talking about our outer appearance, but I think what's amazing about your product, that it's not just a cover-up.
It actually heals your body from inside. So that was very important to me. Like, we are cut from the same cloth. I've grown up in a family which is all about functional medicine. You are what you eat. It's all about, my mom has this book, and it's literally called Straight from the Grandma's Kitchen. That's literally the name of the book. And every time everybody's going through anything, she opens up her book and she looks up the index and she goes and makes it. And that's how we grew up. Like extreme non-pill poppers, extremely non-pharma. Not that I'm non-pharma.
Well, you're going to pop a pill, but it's a vitamin. It's with nutrients.
So I think obviously it was obvious whenever I was going to make something, I knew I was going to make something which was very holistic, actually genuine ingredients that really work. But the point I'm trying to make is it doesn't matter whether you are a guy or a girl or a woman. If you don't like the way you look, it's completely fine to put yourself first. We are like Mother's Day is coming around the corner, and most moms, they put themselves last, you know?
Right.
They just put themselves last. Most dads put themselves last. I know so many people who now know what I do, and they're my like general friends and family network, and they're like, yeah, you know, I need to talk to you, but that never actually comes around because they have all these
that's why, I mean,
things.
like, I don't know why, I the funny thing to me is I'm like, to my husband, I'm like, you don't have to lose your hair. Like, just, they're right here.
People, so
just take them.
Yeah, and you know, the funny part is with men, they still have options. I have so many friends, funny story.
You mean because women don't have many options?
Men, they can wear a baseball hat, they can shave their head.
Got it.
They can get a transplant. Genuinely, these are like options that you have. We don't have that. I don't think we are okay with shaving our heads or wearing baseball hats. And most women, because of our diffuse pattern hair loss, we don't make good transplant candidates. So women don't have a lot of options.
Interesting.
And so most women, I don't know if you've noticed, the older women they start getting shorter and shorter haircuts because whatever little they have, they want to maintain the volume.
Yes. And I didn't know the reason why, but there you go.
Yeah, because you can hide some.
You can hide it with shorter hair.
So like, I really, really think, like, you know, we exercise. Like for me right now, after having Shivansh and after birthing HairSmart, I've been so busy. I have not really invested in my health, personal health, and you know, I'm heavier than I've ever been, and I don't like that. So my whole thing is, no matter what, I have to exercise every day or at least 5 days a week. So so everybody has their own struggles of self-care. So for me, it's, I forget to put my cap on, and I know that when I look good, I genuinely like, I'm
so you have to do my technique. You do it on the drive from your house to here, and you just go whoop, you get in a car, you turn your car on, you put your cap on.
So mine is now easier because I do so many meetings and consults, showing the cap all the time.
See, you're growing it rapidly.
So yeah, but thank you so much, Marni. This is so heartwarming just to kind of talk like friends. And
I know.
It's been very, very nice. I have really, really enjoyed having you as my friend. And over the years,
you too, sweetie.
Yeah, we sing together.
More of that.
We work with each other, and you've been a long time friend, and it's only growing stronger. And Rick is such a goofball. I love him.
He is a goofball. Yeah. He's a good goofball who should wear the red light cap.
So we are going to do a special, Marni. I didn't tell you that, but we're going to create, Marni, what do you want your code to be? We're going to do a special for you so everybody can benefit. All your friends and family, they can benefit.
I don't know, you could either just use my name or maybe my age. Marni.
No, let's just do Marni.
Marni.
And let's do Marni 20. So this will be the biggest promotion. We don't do such a big discount, but we're going to do it for you. So everybody who uses Marni 20 will get 20% off on the entire site forever. So
that's so cool.
Yeah, we'll just do that.
That's awesome.
Hopefully people will
people will come and
and they will try
and reap the rewards from it.
And plus everybody in the family can use the laser cap, so that's another really cool thing. Most people think it's such an expensive device, but when you think about it, it's the machine, and all your family members can use it. My husband and I share it quite often, so we have 2 battery packs going at home because he just hogs it. So he runs the battery out. So we have 2 batteries. So
that actually looks very cute on you.
Thank you. I've been told I have the bone structure for it.
You do have the bone structure for it. That's hilarious. Yeah, but also, I mean, it's not like you had really run this thing out so bad that you just recharge it.
Yeah, you do, but sometimes he's used it 3 or 4 times and
then he
not
forgets to
charged
plug it in.
Yeah. So there you go, just 7 minutes every day. So 7 minutes, 7 days a week, and turns off on its own. I absolutely swear by it. It's treated my ankle ligament tear, and
I seriously keep forgetting that. I'm going to start doing my ankle.
Marni, I'm thinking I'm going to start putting it on my belly to burn some belly fat. Let's see what happens. Stay tuned.
It'll probably work. Yeah.
All right, guys. So thank you so much for listening.
Thank you.
If you have any questions, please put it in the comments. So we are going to post this, and like for in general supplements and yoga and health, Marni has you covered, and for your hair questions, I'll try to answer.
Yeah, you could ask either of us questions. Sure.
Yeah, that'll be great. Thank you.
For sure.
This is really